Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Tom Fracco Court in Cape May Courthouse. Middle Township set to take on Barnegat in the first round of the NJSIAA Group 2 playoffs. Here's Paul. Right now controlling the basketball for Barnegat. Joseph to Paul. Paul muscles in and gets a layup right there. Hawkins now, he pushes a three. Doesn't get it, rebounded by Joseph. Now it's Haviland, kicks it out. Now it's Miles Joseph. Donovan Paul back to Joseph, he tries a three. Off the back iron, kicked out, here's Perkins to Moore. Chase Moore bringing it up for Middle Township. Perkins now tries a deep three. Off the back iron, Murawski got a touch, but now it's Joseph. Chancellor Joseph now 2-on-2, loses it right there. Perkins stops it. Hawkins pushes it. Murawski in the corner, pump fakes, mid-range, tries to get it, and he gets it. So all tied up at 2 here. Haviland bringing it up. Hawkins, good defense. Joseph saves it right there after Haviland slipped and fell. So guarded closely by Hawkins. Looks like push-off called on Hawkins. So a little bit of technical difficulties before we started tonight. Middle Township, Chase Moore, Mason Murawski, Darren Hawkins, Kanye Perkins, and Alex Daniel are the starting 5. Joseph now to Paul, throws it up off the glass, no good. Here's Daniel. Daniel pushes it to Hawkins now. Hawkins back out, Perkins top of the key. He tries a three and he cashes it in. So Middle takes their first lead of the night, up 5-2 with 5:53 left in the first. Paul drives in, tries to get it. Foul called. So on Kanye Perkins. So 5:48 left in the first. Paul, it's the first one. And he hits the second one. Here's Chase Moore. Now he tries an early three. Doesn't get it. Ends up in Daniel's hands, and he puts that one up for a layup. So Middle Township up right now, 7-4. Here's Chancellor Joseph for Barnegat. We got 5:23 left in the first. Joseph now gets trickled up, passes out in the corner. Haviland, he tries a three and he drains it from the corner. Here's Chase Moore now in traffic, tries to put up a layup, doesn't get it. Murawski ends up with it. Daniel now calming it down. Hawkins to Moore. Moore double teamed. Back to Hawkins now, puts up a floater, tries to get the alley-oop to Perkins. But Chase Moore is gonna get fouled on the way up. So 4:55 left in the first. It's all tied up 7-7. So that foul was on Donovan Paul. So the starting lineup for Barnegat is Chancellor Joseph, Jack Haviland, Miles Joseph, Anthony Dringus, and Donovan Paul. As Chase Moore hits both of them. Here's Paul now pushing it up. Moore guarded closely, almost loses it. Here's Miles Joseph now, gets the double. Paul drives in, he's got 2 on him too, puts up a strong layup and he gets it. All tied up here again, 9-9. Morawski now, here's Daniel. Perkins now puts a floater up and he gets it. So Middle Township up again. Here's Haviland. 3-ball on the way from Joseph, doesn't get it. Hawkins pushing offense up a lot. Here's Morawski now. Hawkins, Perkins now, he's putting up a 3 off the back iron. Here's Haviland now, he tries a corner 3 off the front iron now. Here's Chase Moore, it's a 2-on-1. Haviland coming close, Morawski goes up, backwards layup, and he gets it. So Middle Township up 13-9 right now. About 3:30 to go here in the first. Adam Babash set to check in for Middle Township. Chancellor Joseph drives in, it's stolen. Morawski going up, puts up a layup off the glass, and he gets it. So timeout called from Barnegat. So we will be back for some more Middle Township basketball.
Middle Township High School.
It's not just 4 years,
it's for life.
We are Middle Township.
We are Middle Township.
And we are back after the 30-second timeout. Again, I'm Nathan McMaster on the call with you. Andrew Lee on the camera. That's stolen by Chase Moore. Moore to Perkins. Hawkins in the corner. Back to Perkins. Hawkins touches it again. Perkins to Moore. Moore pump fakes. Perkins to Babash in the corner for 3. Cashes it in. Adam Babash starting his night out fast with a triple. As Middle Township is up by 9. So that ball is going to be tipped out by Middle Township defender. So it will be Barnegat's ball. Jaleel Wakefield in for Middle Township. So here's Haviland. We got 2:30 left in the first. Middle Township 18-9 lead right now. Haviland, he's trapped, gives it to Paul. Haviland again, he's got 2 on him, gives it to Dringus. Dringus loses it. Morawski ends up with it, he's on the floor. So here's Wakefield now to Moore. Chase Moore drives in. He's gonna get fouled. On the floor, so foul's on Jack Haviland. So it looks like a little bit of confusion going on, but Middle Township hasn't played Barnegat in 8 years. So 2018, and Barnegat actually ended up winning that one. The one before that, 2 years prior, Middle Township won in 2016. So Middle Township is gonna receive a technical foul for administrative error. So that will give Barnegat 2 free throws and possession. So as Haviland hits the first one and the second one. So Jack Haviland making Middle Township pay for the administrative error. So there's 2 minutes left in the first. Middle Township up 18-11. Alex Daniel set to check in for Middle Township. Chancellor Joseph tried to get the slam, but it's blocked by Chase Moore. Wakefield to Moore. Moore drives in, steps on the brakes, finds Murawski in the corner, and he cashes it in. So Mason Murawski going to his hot spot right there. Doesn't miss a lot of shots from those. Here's the freshman Chancellor Joseph. Haviland gets a check now to Miles. Joseph whistle blown, foul called. Fouls on Kanye Perkins. So Daniel to check in. That's Perkins' second one. So they're going to take him out because can't have him getting into foul trouble this early. Here's the freshman Miles Joseph. Haviland. Paul to Joseph. He tries a three, doesn't get it. Moore with the rebound. Moore taking it coast to coast, puts it up, gets the foul. So 54 seconds left on the clock. Middle Township up by 10, pending Chase Moore's free throws. Chase Moore hits the first one. In for Barnegat, Cody Shaffrey, a senior. This is the second one. Murawski gets the offensive rebound on that. Under a minute to go here. Moore to Wakefield, now to Brabash, getting a touch. He's got doubled. Brabash gets it knocked away. Here's Paul. Donovan Paul trying to take it coast to coast, gets fouled by Chase Moore. Chase Moore hit the ground pretty hard right there. So Middle Township up 22-11. Checking in for Middle Township, Mikey Farrow. Farrow coming in for Mason Murawski. 35.5 left in the first. Here's Paul to Haviland. Haviland, here's Joseph. Almost loses it. Back to Haviland. Farrow got a touch but knocked it out of bounds. So good effort there by Mike Farrow. Shaffrey inbounding for Barnegat. Farrow, good defense here. Here's Haviland. Joseph in the corner, back to Haviland. Under 10 to go here. Joseph now, he puts up a corner three. Doesn't get it. Rebounded Wakefield. Wakefield's got to go. He's got 3 seconds left. Needs to get it. Farrow in the corner. Slips, puts up a three. Just missed it at the buzzer. So good first quarter for Middle Township, getting up a fast 22-11. So some scoring wraps. Mason Murawski has 9 so far tonight. Chase Moore with 3. Kanye Perkins with 5. Alex Daniel with 2. And Adam Blabosh with 3. For Barnegat, Jack Haviland with 5. And Donovan Paul with 6. We'll be back after the ad break for some more Middle Township basketball.
Middle Township Athletics live streams are being brought to you by ULMER'S Appliance Repair, by 7 Mile Pies, by the Bellevue Tavern, by Haven House, by CORRADO Painting, and by MENZ Coastline Realty.
And we are back again. I'm Nathan McMaster, Andrew Lee on the camera. More of a crowd starting to form here at Tom Frocco Court for the first round of the NJSIAA Group 2 playoffs. So Farrow now gets a touch back to Wakefield. Barnegat man-to-man defense to start the second. Daniel to Wabash. He tries a guarded three. Doesn't get it. Joseph, rebound. Steps on the brakes a little bit. Here's Paul now. Here's Shaffrey. Havlin guarded closely by Daniel. Now it's Joseph. Morawski, he's all alone. He goes up for the layup and he gets it. So Mason Morawski with the steal and layup. So Joseph stuck in the corner. Farrow, good defense. Drives in, caught by 2. Paul goes up, finds Shaffrey. Joseph now, open in the corner, puts up a 3, doesn't get it. So that's gonna be last touch by Barnegat. So Middle Township basketball, Middle up 24-11. So Wabash inbounding. Wakefield bringing it up. Here's Farrow. Farrow thought about a 3 to Wakefield. Back to Farrow. He's wide open. Tries a 3. Doesn't get it. Joseph rebound. Chancellor Joseph bringing it up 2-on-1 here. Finds Sheriff, and that's going to be hard foul by Alex Daniel. Good block, though. So Cody Shaffrey is going to go to the line to shoot 2. Middle Township up 24-11. So something you don't see every day for Barnegat. Their 2 leading scorers are both freshmen. So it's Chancellor Joseph and Miles Joseph. Miles Joseph, 245 points so far this season. Chancellor Joseph with 222. Here's Daniel to Wabash. Now it's Morawski. Morawski to Farrow. Farrow drives in. He's going to get caught on a travel. So Barnegat's basketball. 6:15 left here in the second. Middle Township up by 11. Here's Joseph. Morawski almost got a steal. Joseph to Paul. Back to Chancellor Joseph. Joseph stuck here. Tried to get a shot off. Paul, though, gets the offensive rebound and the layup. So Paul's 8 so far tonight. Farrow steps out of bounds. So Chase Moore checking back in for Mike Farrow. Shaffrey inbounding. Here's Havlin. Paul almost loses it. Hawkins set to check in. And Paul does a defense tactic, throwing it off of Alex Daniel. So Barnegat still has possession, 24-15. Middle Township up, 5:34. So for Middle Township, Mason Morawski leading the team in force. Chase Moore following just second, and Alex Daniel third. Pretty impressive for Alex Daniel, though. After being out on transfer, Haviland puts up a tough layup right there. So timeout called by Barnegat. So Middle Township up 24-17 now, 5:24 left in the second. So Middle Township, Chase Moore has 3, Mason Morawski with 11, Kanye Perkins with 5, Alex Daniel with 2, and Adam Wabash with 3. And for Barnegat, Jack Haviland with 7, Donovan Paul with 8, and Cody Shaffrey with 2. So Middle Township comes into this game with a mark of 14-11, coached by Lamar Greer. Middle Township record does not define them, though, as they've played some of the best competition you will find in and around New Jersey. And for Barnegat, coached by Mike Porro, they had the last game against St. John Vianney, lost 59-25. So here's Wabash, guarded closely by Joseph, finds Moore. Moore drives in the paint, stuck, finds Hawkins in the corner. It's blocked by Joseph. Grabbed out of the air by Daniel. Morawski gets it again. Hawkins closing it down. Morawski, pump fake 3. Doesn't get it. Wabash now gets the offensive rebound. Moore now in the corner for 3, and he cashes it in. Chase Moore making Barnegat pay for all the offensive rebounds. Here's Joseph now. Stolen, here's Daniel. Daniel bringing it up more to Morawski. Morawski guarded by 2. Moore thought about a 3. Kicks it, Daniel in the paint. It's 3 on him, puts it up. Backwards layup, doesn't get it. Joseph, rebound. Bringing it up slow. We got 4:18 left in the second. Middle Township up 27-17. So Miles Joseph now, step back 3, and he catches that one in. So Miles Joseph gets his first points of the night. Morawski 2 on him. Daniel to Wabash. Hawkins now left wide open, and he gets it. So Darion Hawkins gets his first points of the night. So whistle blown here as Miles Joseph loses control of that. So Middle Township's ball, 3:38 left in the second. Middle Township 10-point lead, 30-20. Here's Wabash. Now it's Daniel. Moore puts it up. He's going to get fouled on the way up by Miles Joseph. So Chase Moore going to the line to shoot 2. Hits the first one. And he hits the second one. So Chase Moore has 8 on the night for Middle Township. Just second to Mason Morawski with 9. Haviland almost loses it. Long pass. Here's Paul. Paul moving in, trying to use the size advantage. Kicks it out. Now it's Joseph. Joseph wanting to take more on, gives it off to Haviland. Joseph driving in, mid-range, and he gets it. So Miles Joseph, 5 on the night. Here's Hawkins. Moore, quick pass, Daniel. Daniel, 2 on him, puts it up off the glass, doesn't get it. Very difficult shot there that Daniel took. It's Miles Joseph steps up right there and takes that one home. So here's Morawski now. Flick of the trigger, doesn't get it. Havlin, it's a 2-on-1 right now. Havlin guarded by Daniels, puts it up. He doesn't get it, so Hawkins now hustling for Middle Township, kicks it off. Moore in the corner, doesn't get it. Offensive rebound, Morawski, Hawkins. He drives in, bounce pass, Moore goes up. He's gonna get fouled, and it gets the and one. So Chase Moore attempting to make the three-point play. That foul's on Miles Joseph, his second. And for Middle Township, Jaleel Wakefield for Alex Daniel. And for Barnegat, Anthony Dringus for Jack Havland. As Chase Moore hits it to complete the three-point play. So Middle Township up by 10 again. Here's Safri to Paul. Paul gives it. Dringus knocked away by Adam Wabash. So Barnegat's basketball. Minute 55 left in the second. Still a 10-point lead. Joseph, 2 on him. Sharifi, now it's Chancellor Joseph. Paul tipped that. Morawski now. Morawski goes up. Euro steps off the glass, and he knocks that one down. Mason Morawski, 13 so far tonight. Dringus left open. Morawski able to get the steal. Now here's Wakefield. Wakefield. Morawski to Hawkins. Now it's Chase Moore. Minute 10 left in the second. Hawkins in the corner, 2 on him. Wabash gives it off. Now it's Joseph for Barnegat. Dringus to Chancellor Joseph. Now Sharif goes up, blocked by Moore. And Wakefield. But Shaffery's gonna get the and one. So that foul's on Adam Wabash. So Alex Daniel coming in for Mason Morawski. So 37-27. Sharifi completes the three-point play. So he's got 5 on the night. Wabash inbounding. Here's Wakefield. Wakefield, we got under a minute to go here. Daniel to Moore. Moore guarded by 2. Here's Daniel. Hawkins now, step back in the corner for 3, and he drains it. Darion Hawkins showing off the range right there from the corner. Here's Havlin now, tries a mid-ranger. Doesn't get it. We got 13 left on the clock. Now it's under 10. Paul goes up, doesn't get it. Here's Daniel now. Daniel's got to get a shot off soon. Under 5 to go. Hawkins to Moore. Moore at the buzzer for 3, and he gets it. Chase Moore to end off the first half with the buzzer beater. That puts him at 14 on the night. Middle Township up 43-28 heading into the half. And we will be back for some more Middle Township basketball.
Why Middle Township High School? Because Middle makes a difference. In the classroom, educators at Middle motivate. When it comes to the arts, our Panthers perform. Middle's Navy cadets take command. On the field and on the court, Middle Township Panthers play to win. Everyone's story is unique at Middle Township. In fact, diversity is our strength. Panthers are prepared for the next steps after high school. So why Middle Township High School? Because Middle makes a difference. The Panther Experience. It's not just 4 years, it's for life. Middle Township Athletics live streams are being brought to you by Victorious Boutique in Cape May, Amanda Milstead, Sotheby's International Realty, Penn Jersey Building Materials, Sue White Hub International Insurance, and by Panthers in Action. Middle Township Athletics live streams are being brought to you by ULMER'S Appliance Repair, by 7 Mile Pies, by the Bellevue Tavern, by Haven House, by CORRADO Painting, and by MENZ Coastline Realty.
Middle Township High School.
It's not just 4 years,
It's for life.
We are Middle Township.
We are Middle Township.
Welcome back, everyone, to the first round of the NJSIAA Group 2 playoff. Middle Township up 43-28 against Barnegat. Again, I'm Nathan McMaster on the call with you tonight. Andrew Lee's on the camera. So we'll do some scoring wraps for you real quick. Chase Moore with 14, Mason Morawski 13, Darion Hawkins with 6, Kanye Perkins with 5, Alex Daniel with 2, and Adam Babosh with 3. And for Barnegat, Jack Havland with 7, Miles Joseph with 8, Donovan Paul with 8, and Cody Sharifi with 5. So again, Middle Township up 43-28. Haven't seen much of Kanye Perkins in the second, though. Big part of Middle Township. He's in some foul trouble. Should see him back, though. Chase Moore having an excellent game with 14 on the night. Some tough and ones, making a lot of free throws, helping the team get that lead. Mason Morawski doing his job, shooting the 3-ball. Moving through contact. So we have the starting lineup with Jalea Wakefield in for Middle Township. So starting off is going to be Barnegat's basketball. So Dringus inbounding. So here's Havland. Joseph automatically double teamed. Dringus driving in baseline, trying to use the size. Morawski steal. So Wakefield moving the offense for the Panthers. Daniel to Morawski. To Moore. Thought about a 3. Moore to Wakefield. He pulls the trigger. Offensive rebound, Perkins now. Wakefield, Morawski, 4-3 from the corner, doesn't get it. Chancellor Joseph guarded closely. Havland knocks that one out of bounds, so it's going to be Middle Township's basketball. So here's Wakefield to Moore. Back to Wakefield, almost loses it there, picks it up. Guarded closely by Havland. Daniel stuck, Wakefield puts a 3 up, doesn't get it. Joseph now gets it ripped away by Morawski. So Middle Township holding on to this possession. Chase Moore to Perkins. Perkins, long pass, Daniel kicks it to Morawski from the corner. Heaney gets it. So Mason Morawski, 16 so far tonight. Doing what he does best, shooting the 3-pointer. Dringus now gets the layup with contest. So that's Dringus' first points of the night. So here's Wakefield to Daniel. Daniel drives in, back to Morawski. We've seen this before. Dringus rebounds, so here's Havland now. Havland, full court pressure by Chase Moore. Kicks it off, that's Miles Joseph. So Paul back to Joseph. Joseph guarded closely by Wakefield. Now it's Havland. Chancellor Joseph now gets a touch. Perkins now, he's got the steal. He's pushing it up for Middle Township. Morawski drives in off the glass and he gets a layup. So Mason Morawski, 18 tonight. Here's Joseph now. To Miles Joseph. Now Dringus trying to do it again. Chase Moore trying to get a block there. He's going to get fouled on the floor. Dringus tried to get the putback. Doesn't get it, though. So 5:21 left in the third. Middle Township up by 18. That foul's on Chase Moore. That's his second of the night. So Joseph now thought about a 3. Drives in. And that foul's going to be on Chase Moore. So that's his third. So it looks like, so we don't want Chase Moore to get in any foul trouble here. So Kyle Mick set to check in for Middle Township as Joseph gets a 3 from the corner. That's Miles Joseph. So he's got 11 so far tonight, leading Barnegat. So here's Chase Moore. Morawski to Perkins. Tipped away. That's Chancellor Joseph. He loses it now. So Kyle Mick checking in for Chase Moore to keep him out of foul trouble. So Alex Daniel inbounding. So here's Wakefield. Mick to Perkins. Perkins left wide open. Doesn't get it. Mick got to touch. Bounce pass from Wakefield, and Alex Daniel gets the layup. So Alex Daniel using his size again to be able to get a lot of layups. So here's Paul. Paul to Dringus. Dringus pushing it up. Stuck there. Chancellor Joseph now. Now it's Havlin. He pulls the trigger. Doesn't get it. Whistle blown. Looks like that's on Kyle Mick. So he swatted. That's on the floor. So Middle Township had 3 fouls so far. This third, Joseph left wide open. Doesn't get the 3. Paul, though, offensive rebound, gives it to Dringus, and Dringus gets the layup. So Anthony Dringus 4 on the night as a timeout is called. So we will be back after the timeout.
Middle Township Athletics live streams are being brought to you by Victorious Boutique in Cape May, Amanda Milstead, Sotheby's International Realty, Penn Jersey Building Materials, Sue White Hub International Insurance, and by Panthers in Action.
And we are back after the short break. Middle Township up by 15. 4:08 left in the third. So Wakefield bringing it up for Middle Township. Mick now. He pulls the trigger from the corner and he gets it. So Kyle Mick getting it started early for himself in this game as Joseph tries the mid-range and he gets a lucky bounce. So Miles Joseph has 13 on the night. Perkins steps on the brakes. Morawski, and he gets it. So Morawski has 21 on the night. So here's Dringus in the corner to Joseph. Joseph from NBA range doesn't get it. Dringus offensive rebound. Now it's Chancellor Joseph. Paul Joseph. Joseph tries the mid-ranger, doesn't get it. Gets his own rebound. Drives in, tries to put it up, and he gets it. So Miles Joseph, 16 on the night. 56-39, Middle Township's up. Here's Daniel now, guarded by 2. Daniel looking, Wakefield to Mick. He tries from the same spot, doesn't get it. So Chancellor Joseph now, he got a tip on that one, but led to Middle Township, but he got his own rebound right there. Here we go, throwing the way from Joseph. Perkins now, rebound, Wakefield. Wakefield pushing it up, trying to find Middle Township player. Adam Wabash set to check in for Middle Township. Here's Daniel to Morawski. He's left open, and he gets it. So Mason Morawski making them pay for leaving him open, and he is 24 on the night. So we will be back after this short break for some more Middle Township basketball.
Middle Township Athletics live streams are being brought to you by ULMER'S Appliance Repair, by 7 Mile Pies, by the Bellevue Tavern, by Haven House, by CORRADO Painting, and by MENZ Coastline Realty.
And we are back after Middle Township called that timeout. Middle Township up by 20 right now, 59 to 39. 2:07 left in the third. So coming in Barnegat basketball as they try to lessen this lead. So here's Joseph. Miles Joseph leaving the team, steps on it. Tries to pull up from three. Paul gets the offensive rebound, gives it to Havlin. He pulls the trigger, and he gets that one from the corner. So Jack Havlin, 10 on the night. As Wakefield pump fakes from the free throw line. Doesn't get it. Miles Joseph with the rebound. Joseph driving in, puts it coast to coast. Foul on the floor. That foul's on Kyle Mick, so he has 2 so far. So Joseph now, tough shot, gets the putback. Here's Wakefield now. Minute 25 left in the third. Morawski to Wabash. Wabash to Morawski, puts it up off the glass, and he gets a layup. Here's Paul. Paul drives in, gives it to Havlin. Joseph drives in, puts it up off the glass, doesn't get it. So it looks like Barnegat's coach Mike Puro looking for the goaltending call right there. So under a minute to go here. Here's Mick. Wabash, now it's Perkins. Perkins to Morawski. Morawski, pump fake, and gets a layup. So Mason Morawski, 28 on the night as Chancellor Joseph runs out of bounds. So Chase Moore coming in for Middle Township for Kyle Mick. So inbounding Jaleel Wakefield. So Mason Morawski leading Middle Township 28, second in Chase Moore coming back into the game. So Perkins got her closely by Paul. Morawski's in the corner. Chase Moore now through contact and gets the foul. So Chase Moore going in the line to shoot 2. So Kyle Mick set to check back in for Middle Township. That foul was on Miles Joseph, his third. Moore misses the first one. 63 to 44, 24.1 left in the third. It's the second one. So Chase Moore, 15 on the night as Kyle Mick checks back in for him. Here's Chancellor Joseph. Joseph kicks it out. Sharifi from the corner. Too strong. Looks like that ball's gonna go out on Donovan Paul. So Babash checking in. So Chase Moore comes back in for Kyle Mick. So Wakefield, they've got under 10 to go. Chase Moore going to work, gives it to Adam Babash, and he gets a layup. So Chancellor Joseph tries to half-court heave and doesn't get it. So Adam Babash gets a layup right there to end the half. Middle Township up 66-44, and we'll be back for the fourth.
Why Middle Township High School? Because middle makes a difference. In the classroom, educators at Middle motivate. When it comes to the arts, our Panthers perform. Middle's Navy cadets take command. On the field and on the court, Middle Township Panthers play to win. Everyone's story is unique at Middle Township. In fact, diversity is our strength. Panthers are prepared for the next steps after high school. So why Middle Township High School? Because middle makes a difference. The Panther experience. It's not just 4 years, it's for life.
We're back for some fourth quarter Middle Township basketball. Here's Chancellor Joseph. Kicks it to Sharifi. Long pass, Paul. Perkins got a tip. So Middle Township up 66-44, 7:22 left in the fourth. Here's Chancellor Joseph, thought about a three. Kicks it, Miles Joseph, deep three again. Wakefield now, one-on-one, drives in, puts the layup, doesn't get it. Chase Moore, offensive rebound. Wakefield now. Kicks it out, here's Joseph with the steal. And Joseph gets caught for carrying. So it's going to be Middle Township's basketball, 6:56 left in the fourth. Middle Township up by 20. Here's Chase Moore. Gives it to Morawski. Morawski. To Farrow, now to Babash. Perkins set the screen. Kanye wide open, and he drains that one. So Kanye Perkins, 8 on the night. So Middle Township up 69-44. Babash set to take the charge. Paul misses the layup. Long pass. Here's Farrow. Farrow puts it up off the backboard, and he gets it. So Mikey Farrow gets his first points of the night. Here's Miles Joseph. Joseph now, long three, pulls up. Can't get that one now. Here's Bwabash. Joseph hustling, and Adam Bwabash gets an easy layup. So Middle Township really going to work in this fourth, getting constant stops and turnovers. So Panther live streams on the Middle Township Athletics YouTube channel are brought to you in part by Bellevue Tavern in K-May Courthouse, located at 9 South Main Street in historic downtown K-May Courthouse. The Bellevue Tavern is open for lunch and dinner and is also ready to host your next private party. ULMER'S Appliance Repair for all your household appliance repair needs. Call ULMER'S Appliance Repair at 609-368-4444. Penn Jersey Building Materials is your South Jersey home for concrete and concrete accessories. Penn Jersey offers a variety of products for both the professional and the do-it-yourselfer. Our locations throughout New Jersey are easily accessible and new products are introduced weekly. Visit penn-jersey.net for more information and a list of their locations. So some scoring graphs here. Chase Moore, 16 on the night. Mason Morawski, an astonishing 28. Darion Hawkins with 6. Kanye Perkins with 8. Alex Daniel with 4. Adam Bwabash with 7. Mikey Farrow with 3. And Kyle Mick with 3. So Barnegat bringing it up. 5:35 left in the fourth. Here's Joseph, now to Sharifi. Now it's Dringus. Dringus drives in, doesn't get it. Paul now, offensive rebound. Kicks it out off of Farrow's foot. So it's going to be Barnegat's basketball. Middle Township, 73-44. So Joseph now wide open. He tries it, doesn't get it. Morawski now to Moore. Chase Moore finds Bwabash in the corner. Here's Farrow now. Perkins. Kanye going to work. Steps on the brakes, finds Morawski. Mason Morawski, contested 3. Doesn't get that one to fall. So here's Donovan Paul. Here's Dringus now, drives baseline. Tries to put it up through contact. Joseph now, long 3 again off the front of the rim. Chase Moore bringing it up, long pass. Here's Adam Bwabash. Bwabash trying to find a Middle Township player. Farrow now wide open. He tries a 3. Doesn't get it, in and out. That ball is going to be off of Donovan Paul. So Middle Township's ball. Kyle Mick coming in for Chase Moore. Excuse me, Adam Bwabash. So, again, Kyle Mick for Adam Bwabash. Farrow to Morawski from the corner, off the back iron. Farrow, offensive rebound, pulls it up from deep. Can't get that one to fall. Here's Paul now. Takes it, Halvin, 4-3. Doesn't get it. Dringus, offensive rebound. That's going to be a foul on Farrow. So Dringus goes to the line to shoot 2. Daniel coming in for Farrow as Dringus hits the first one. Dringus misses the second one. Rebounded Alex Daniel. Now it's Chase Moore for Middle Township. Chase Moore brings it up. Can't get that one to go. Donovan Paul pushes off of Perkins. There's going to be a foul call. So Donovan Paul trying to make the 3-point play. So that's Kanye Perkins' 3rd. Paul has 10 on the night as he misses the three-point play. So Panzini set to check in for Middle Township as Morawski gets fouled on the floor. That foul was on Chancellor Joseph. So Panzini comes in for Moore. Chase Moore exiting the game with 15 on the night, so great performance by him. Panzini inbounding. Perkins now 2 on him, and he gets the layup. So Kanye Perkins using that height advantage to get an easy layup as Middle Township's up 75-47. Halavin drives baseline, kicks it out. Dringus tries the floater. Daniel with the rebound. Kind of slips up right there. Panzini back to Daniels. Alex Daniel, lob to Kanye Perkins, just misses it. Morawski now, flick of the trigger for 3, doesn't get it. So Halavin to Joseph. Now it's Miles Joseph. Tries a deep 3, and he cashes that one in. So Joey Povio and Amin Sharifi set to check in for Middle Township. Here's Kanye now. Kanye, 2 on him. Foul call. That foul's on Miles Joseph, so he has 4 on the night. So 1 away from fouling out. So exiting the game, Kanye Perkins and Mason Morawski. Morawski, an excellent game tonight. 28 points. So Panzini inbounding. Here's Daniel now to Povio. Back to Daniel. Panzini with the touch. Now Daniel. Povio wide open, puts a layup up, doesn't get it. Sharifi, offensive rebound to Panzini. So 2 minutes ago here in the 4th, Middle Township up 75-50. Panzini to Daniels. Daniels gets the foul on the way up, so he'll go to the line to shoot 2. So next up for Middle Township, they will be playing at home on Saturday, 2 o'clock, as well as the Middle Township girls. The Middle Township girls coming off a back-to-back Cal championship. As Daniel hits the first free throw. And he hits the second one. So Daniel exiting the game with 6 on the night. And for Middle Township, a mere sample. Here's Safiri for Barnegat. Tries to show off the range there, doesn't get it. Paul, offensive rebound. He's doubled right now. Now it's Anderson, back to Paul. Anderson to Sharifi, goes up, tries to put up a layup off the glass, doesn't get it. Paul, offensive rebound, and he's able to knock that one down. Here's Mick to Povio. Knocked away, able to save it. He's gonna get fouled. Yeah, that foul was on Shaffrey right there. So any more fouls by Barnegat, Middle Township players will get sent to the line. Povio to Sample. Now Sharifi, he puts up a 3. Isn't able to knock that one down. A little bit of laughs from the Middle Township bench after that one. So Haviland to Sharifi. Paul now kicks it out. Anderson, he tries a 3. Not able to get that one. Mere Sample rebound that one. So Panzini bringing it up. Under a minute to go. Panzini to Sample. So Middle Township playing a very impressive game tonight, winning 77-52 in the first round of the NJSIA playoffs, beating Barnegat. For Barnegat, some scoring graphs. Christopher Joseph yet to score. Jack Haviland with 10. Miles Joseph with 20. Anthony Drinkus with 5. Donovan Paul with 12. And Cody Shaffery with 5. And for Middle Township, Chase Moore with 15. Mason Morawski 28. Darion Hawkins with 6. Kanye Perkins with 10. Alex Daniel with 8. Adam Wabash with 7. Mikey Farrell with 3. And Kyle Mick with 3. So up next for Middle Township, people will be playing at home at Tom Farraco Court on Saturday at 2 p.m. So girls right before at 12. So we will see everyone here. Have a good and safe night from Middle Township. Again, I'm Nathan McMaster, Andrew Lee on the camera. Good night.
Middle Township High School.
It's not just 4 years,
It's for life.
We are Middle Township.
We are Middle Township.